Yeah, later.
You want to do it later?
Yeah, it's an aftertaste type thing.
It's an aftertaste.
More
Mm-hmm.
commercial.
Aftertaste.
It's an aftertaste. So this ad will be gone in 6 seconds. But everybody doesn't get commercials at the same time. It
That's
depends on
true.
how long you've been on air.
That's
Or
so weird.
being playing on. Yeah, it is weird.
So, what about you?
Yeah, later.
You want to do your drive-by later?
Yeah, later. Because it's about the whole
Get a
male
form.
generation, race, etc., whatever.
The whole
All you-
male sex.
All of you guys, yeah.
All.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
she said,
Oh.
So we'll get to that, but first, let's talk about what women do that's completely stupid. A quick review from last week. One of the the
Everything.
number one stupid attachment, looking to the context of a man to define themselves. Women do that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid courtship, becoming a beggar, not a chooser in the dating ritual because you are desperate to have a man. That's mistake number 2. Mistake number 3, finding stupid devotion, finding yourself driven to love and suffer and succor, or is that sucker, in vain. And then we finished up last week with a nice, lovely kind of combined segment with Miss Veronica, stupid passion. Having sex too soon, too romantically, and setting yourself up to be burned. And we also kind of learned that Miss Veronica might let first date sex slide.
I did. I said that. When did I say that?
Wow, now you're putting words into her mouth.
Right?
Not
Doesn't he
cool.
always do
Not
that
cool.
every
Not
week?
cool.
My.
Not
When did
cool.
I say
You're like a
first-
female. You
What do
always
you mean
assume.
not cool? She
Right.
You
said
always
it in the
imply
past.
like.
When
She
did
said
I?
it in the past.
I never
I can't
said
remember
first date
specifically.
sex.
I can't remember. If it
Do
was
you want me to
last
look?
week Or
Please find them.
Actually,
You want me to look? You
that's
wanna look?
the man right there.
You want me to
Dr.
go find out?
Lovestrange.
So did I say it?
Dr. Lovestrange will be able to bring up the recording. of
Bring
it.
up the recording.
Recording I had
Bring it.
or from HCC
I
or
deny
whatever.
it until I hear it.
You can keep denying
I
it, but
think
you
I
gotta
remember when
know
she
you
said it, too.
Some people just have really bad memories,
Yeah.
so don't get mad at her if it's true.
No,
I-
but listen to her now. She's trying to laugh
White
it
don't
off
remember.
because she knows.
I don't
She's thought
remember
it.
saying, look, if I have sex with you on the first date, it's because I wanted to.
Exactly.
That's it.
That's how she described it in the past.
Well,
You
then
know.
that's what it's going to be,
She-
but it's
if
very
if
rarely
it's-
going to
if
ever
she's-
happen.
If she's in the mood for it, it can happen.
Right.
But just don't rely on it.
Absolutely not. It'd be ridiculous. You'd be a jackass
Ooh.
to rely on first date sex.
No, that's true though.
All right, let's do
I just want to say, even though the controversy started within the first 2 minutes of the show, that it's my fault we were running late. If you look behind you, we have that beautiful set that we did all that construction work on over the week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
It's it took all that time for me to be able to
I like the gold.
bring up the set. No, we had some issues with the stream, so once again we apologize, but the feed is fixed, and you guys are ready to go in your brand new set.
All right.
Brand new Studio B.
That's right, Studio B right here at Ebor 1701, part of the IPN studio complex.
So, number 5. We're gonna see if we can get through all 6 of these. Number 5, stupid cohabitation.
What?
Lying to yourself and living with him because you'll hope he will want you. So, I want to open this up
What
to
do
the
you
two ladies
mean?
here.
No, what do you mean lying to yourself and living with him? What?
Oh, like saying basically that this relationship's gonna grow more if I move in with him. So you're already at this point in your
Oh.
relationship where nothing's happening. He's not proposing. It doesn't seem like he's going to. But then he says move in,
Let's
and you're
move in
like, well,
together. Let's move
if
in
I
together."
move in, then he might then ask me to marry him because we'll be living together. We'll be sharing bank accounts. So it's like a fake marriage. So she's asking, well, he's asking, I guess, do we believe in that? I think it's a. I'm kind of
think-
both ways
you know
on
what?
it.
Yeah, I'm both ways on that. I feel like depending how long you guys been together, depending how well you guys are together or apart, like I don't know, there's a lot of factors to determine that. But I don't see anything wrong in that. I definitely think if a couple feels like, the time that they spend apart is also causing them to pull apart, then why not? Living with each other is a great idea sometimes to help your relationship. Not only you come home to that person every single night, you're sharing your lives with them when you basically move in with them no matter what.
Then
You
what
can't get
happens
away
when you
from
break
them.
up?
So I don't think they'll do it in a negativity way. Then it's like that. Then that's something you need to discuss. If this doesn't work out and we break up over it, then it is what it is. Like, there's always what if. What if that happens? Okay, then you move the F out. Like, have something backed up as a backup plan. Like, don't go into something completely stupid. But I think it's okay.
You do go into
I
it
think it's
completely
okay,
stupid
though,
because
Yeah,
you're thinking
you
we're
try.
gonna be together.
But
From a
because sometimes
delusional
that works.
standpoint,
No,
that you're gonna get
sometimes
married.
that could work. No, not
delusional
even get
standpoint.
married, but to help a relationship. I think if they feel like maybe we need this.
Help. If you need help in a relationship, do not move in together.
I don't know.
Don't
I mean,
move
like
in if you need
helping,
help.
we just feel distant from each other because you know what I mean. Like,
I
let's
miss
say
you
if
so
you've
much.
been with someone for so long, and you guys are okay with spending so and so much time apart, but then you feel like it's pulling you two apart. So that's what this situation I'm talking about. And then you move in with them. Does anybody get it, or should I just?
But I
stop,
mean,
give up?
right, because if you're already feeling apart and
But
moving
only
in is
because
not
of
going to
it.
help because that person obviously is not trying to reach out to make you not feel like you're falling apart. Like,
No, I mean you feel apart because you are literally.
if he
apart.
travels a lot, I don't know.
I don't know.
'Cause
Okay, it's whatever.
Only way I
Anyways.
would be okay
You
is
see
if he
how they're
proposed.
deluding themselves, folks.
No, I'm not sure that I
She's not
answered. I didn't
deluding-
answer the question
I
yet,
think
so I
I'm
don't see how
deluding it,
those.
Yeah.
Stop saying that.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So
Referring to
anyway,
both
Yeah.
yourselves.
right. I didn't even answer the question yet. I do think living together can be a bad thing because if you aren't growing together, I don't know. I guess if your relationship is on track, I feel like maybe he should ask you to marry him before you move in together.
Bingo. There you go.
Because
Look at
I
that.
think that's where the next step is happening. You know what I'm saying? At least you have a ring on your finger and you're working towards something new. I mean, together, then fine.
There's
but
a
I think
defined progress.
I think just living together is like this fake marriage, and of course after 7 years you do become legally kind of married and all, but I mean you create all these problems that aren't necessary for a relationship. Like, this is mine, this is yours, now this is ours. Like, I'd rather that this is mine, this is yours, and so we're married, than this is ours, because then you have all this more drama that you have to.
I don't know. I don't think it
Fixed.
hurts. I don't think it hurts to live with someone when you're
I
not
mean,
married.
and it does seem like a good idea because you can figure out how this person's gonna be before you do get married and da 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 da. Like,
I definitely don't
all
think
those
you should
sound
do that.
good.
Oh, you should have communication good in your relationship first before you move in with that person. If you're not
Before
married,
you
at
move
least
in.
you know what I mean. Like, at least know that you could be.
She hit the nail on the head with the communication
Well, then
part.
that's.
Needs
Let
to
me
be a
put
ring
this
on the
apart.
finger.
Yeah,
That's
there's a
fine,
part in
but
here
I
that
don't think,
says
I don't think that ruins everybody's relationship, nor do I think
no,
that
not
ruins
everybody's the
people's
same.
lives.
Not everybody's the same. Not everybody wants to get married. So if you don't want to get married and you're okay with just living with somebody, then that's the way for you.
But
But
who says it's not gonna lead up to marriage? So like some people think that, and that's cool. Well then, cool. You guys
men
got
get
like
lazy.
a free trial.
Men get
before-
lazy, and if they're like, if I'm getting the in-house vagina now, and I'm getting you cooking my meals, and I'm getting you doing
I
this
think
all
a
this
man-
now, then why do I need to
Well, then
marry
that's
you? What's
his
the point?
fault, though. I think if a man truly loves a woman, shut up. If a man truly loves a woman,
Like
it won't be
acting
that
out
way.
loud.
I just asked a question.
Right. So, well, I mean, like she says here, moving in together seems to imply that this growth process is already happening. But women don't necessarily just want that. Like, you want more, and you should make the man work for more. So if you want to be married, then you should make him propose to you before you give him what he wants, which is moving in together. And giving him the, vagina whenever he wants, and cooking and cleaning and all that. I don't want to do all that without being married. Like, I might clean your place every once in a while when I come over because, I spend the night and stuff, but I'm not going to move in and give you that 24 hours a day, 365 for nothing. Like, just for your Peter. No, I'm good.
But what if the Peter's really good?
I don't even think it would be
I
for
can
the
clean his
Peter.
house from far
That's
away.
just like two friends moving in with each other. Like, I just don't see how it can
So
completely
you just
damage
go
a
ahead and have
relationship.
sex with all your friends?
Yeah, because that's exactly what I meant by that. No, that's not what I meant. I'm saying
But
don't
that's
have
what
to
I
worry
said.
about the
Say
Peter.
that.
See, she's not listening.
I think she says moving in is giving in. Like, you're okay with
I
not
guess
being
so,
married
yeah.
and
I don't agree with that, but I mean, let bygones be bygones.
Yeah.
Whatever opinions. Anyway, so next.
she really well. It's okay, and I don't want to say if you are okay with living with somebody, then obviously go ahead and do it. We're not saying not to do it. We're not
Yeah.
saying you're wrong. But on an older aspect, I guess if
Yes, they're wrong.
well, if she's not looking for marriage, if she thinks that if that can come out of it, then go ahead. But
Well, what's going to come out of it when they do finally break up if she's not looking for marriage?
but not,
Then we break
100%
up,
of marriages are not. I mean, 100% of relationships, people who move
I'm
in
just
are not
thinking
going
of
to
like,
end.
you know,
not
money
married-
issues
being
and
married.
stuff like that. Because
Yeah.
now all of a sudden, she's lived. What if it's his place and she's moved
Right.
into his place?
Now you got to move out. And
Now
start
she's got to
all
move
over,
out. They're
live with
broken
your
up.
parents.
He's not going to help her move out.
Right.
He's like, screw you, woman.
That's why smart people with
That's
good
very true.
communication makes those plans before.
And that's
because
something that messes up
they
women's
logically
lives.
think
which
it
is
out.
why it's two things in
So
one.
how do you make those plans before? Keep your
I
apartment
don't know.
on the side.
Hey, babe, look, we're about to move in with each other. We already talked about this. We want to do it. So, hey, what if we break up? What are we gonna do? All right, well, here, babe, set this amount of money on side. Blah blah. Like
You're
stuff
gonna
like
talk
that.
about
like,
that?
yeah, you definitely are gonna talk about
You
that.
know, I
Even
mean,
in
you're
marriage,
gonna
that's why you
mention
do
it
the
like
prenup.
that.
That's why, yeah. What if we break up? Exactly. That's the first thing I'm gonna say. What if we break up, babe? Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course you're gonna talk about that. I mean, what?
There
are
goes
you
the
gonna
drive-by.
ignore
It would be great if
Like-
you
What do you think
could
the guy's
set-
going to do when
if
you
could set aside
when you talk like that?
it? Talk like what? What if we
Well,
break
what
up?
if we break up?
Then okay, he could be a man and talk about it back with me, or he could be a little bitch and get an attitude. Like I don't care.
Little
Like
bitch.
you want it? Like
That's true. I mean, he
Like,
should be able
talk
to
it
have
out.
that
Yeah,
conversation
like,
because
handle
it is
it.
a possibility.
Because it is a possibility.
But I mean, at the
Same
same
thing
Old
with your
guy,
marriage.
old guy perspective.
Please
okay.
hit us up
I
with
got it.
what I hope
Oh,
you're going to
yeah,
hit
he's
us up
prob-
with.
He's not gonna agree with me neither.
Ooh.
Right?
You know
don't
what?
know.
You might be surprised.
Yeah.
You might be very surprised because
Might be.
I can tell you how things used to be. I don't know how things
Yeah.
are today, but I'm trying my best to find out what women really want.
Women don't
On
know
at
what
2
they want till a
That's
man
right.
teaches
On
them.
Thursday.
So you can find out an hour earlier.
Yeah.
What I wanted to say there was 22 some odd years ago, I brought a young lady over from Germany. I had served in the army in her country, was with her for almost a year, and said, if you want to come over to my country and stay with me, we have to make a plan. And that plan is, what if it doesn't work out?
There you go, April.
And I told her, I said, I think it would be smart if you keep your return ticket open so that you always have a home to go back to and you're not stranded here in America with no job, no place to live because you think I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
And I said, and you wouldn't be the first woman, but, if you leave, you have somewhere to go back to.
That's
So
great
we
to have
spent
that
6
conversation.
months living together before we made any marriage plans.
Great.
So now I'm on both sides of that issue.
Yeah.
And it worked out only because we had open communication the whole
Right.
time. Now, I did something very stupid from a male's point of view. I put her on my bank accounts.
Ooh.
I put her on the lease.
Yeah, I don't agree.
I made her act like that she was responsible for everything else because you can't know what it's going to be like. You can't know what it's going to be like to be married until you get married.
Right.
So by every stretch, I made her like my wife. I
Right.
made her just as responsible for everything that I had. In the meantime, she went to school while I went to work. And then
Good
when she
job.
got out,
Good
when she
job.
got out of school and finished her, she had like, I think 3 credits that did not translate for her nursing degree. She had to take those classes over in America in English. So when she finished that, I went back to school.
Okay.
So now I'm supporting her, then she was supporting me. Then, we'd been married for a couple of years. We both had jobs. We were both making money. That's when we bought a home and had kids.
Right.
That was all planned. We didn't have kids the first year we got married. It took almost 6 years before we were established.
Being able to have that conversation is important. You're right. Absolutely. If you can have
But
that
not many
conversation
will.
saying, put that-
Not many people
No,
will.
of course
It's
'cause
not
you
even
don't
about
wanna
being a man
like
enough.
He says, you don't want to. Some people don't want to hear that you're going to break up.
Right, right.
Like, why bring that negativity
Yeah, because it will
around?
happen.
does
like
happen.
it's gonna happen.
Well-
like,
Bring the
it's more than
negativity.
likely.
50% of all marriages end in divorce.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So why not
And
give it a
that's
free?
still
It's
true.
like a free trial. Like, oh look at that. Technically, no strings. Like, you know what I mean? Whenever you're ready
Yeah,
to leave
but-
this like agreement, I know it sucks.
You
It
know
makes
how
it
many guys
harder.
are
It
not going to
makes
buy
it-
that cow?
It makes it so much harder to
I
break
don't know.
up when you're living together.
Oh,
when
yeah.
you shouldn't be together, it makes it so much harder when you're living together because you're
Yeah.
depending on me to pay bills and I'm depending on you to pay bills. It becomes that that empty.
The final old guy
relationship
thought for me on that is, don't take this lightly.
No.
You may as well
Have a
act
huge
like you're being
discussion.
married if you're living together. And if
Right.
you can't do that, then don't live together.
Yeah.
Right. I
Yeah.
agree. Or have the conversation like Miss Money said.
Someone
Put
had-
money aside, females. Every
Oh.
check.
You just answered. She just took the thought.
And
she
then
took
plus,
my
why
thought.
would a
She
female
took my
even,
thought.
All
if
about
it's
it.
not her
She took my
husband,
thought.
why would you even completely rely on him anyways? That's just
Absolutely.
a dumb move on you, sweetheart. Like, come on.
Absolutely. But for
Like-
men too. For men
Yeah,
too.
for
You
men
should have
too.
your own accounts and then maybe a together account that pays bills and stuff like that. So, all right, great. That was a great discussion. I wish we had people.
Of course, Mr. Wright
Everybody,
thinks
you guys
she's Mr.
can
Wright.
send in your comments.
Shout
and
out to Miss
We will read
Virginia.
them out. We'll read them out loud. We'll discuss them. So, if you'd
Questions,
like,
comments.
log on to.
See, I wish Kat was not working at this moment so she could do this because
on the bottom
she's
of-
awesome. I mean, she just comes in and types up whatever she wants,
to discuss. On the bottom of the page, if you guys scroll down on the Terrible Truth Show page, there's a Facebook login. You log in, and you can put not to post to Facebook. You guys can ask any questions, and we will answer them to the best of our abilities. Or maybe you'll give us some helpful advice.
So, number 6. See if we can actually finish this list. I doubt we'll be able to. This one's another one, but this one's also kind of linked back to the first one. And the first one was stupid attachment, looking to the context of a man to define yourself. And this one kind of goes along with that. And number 6 is stupid expectations. Using marriage as a quick fix for low self-esteem or no self-esteem. And once again, that goes right back to you're defining your self-worth through the ability of you to get a husband, which is stupid. It's just stupid.
Or it's like, well, let's get married to fix our relationship. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
also
trust
another
you.
one, too.
You know, you're not trusting the person, and it's like, oh, if we get married, then I know you'll have to be with me faithfully, and this and that, and that's not true.
Yeah,
Sometimes
no.
makes it worse.
Yeah, like.
So, but it happens. Women think that, like, if I marry him, then he'll really change because marriage is supposed to be, you know, this sacred thing between me and
What
him.
is it with women and this asinine idea that they can change male behavior?
You cannot, and definitely not through marriage. You probably scare him away.
Men understand that we can barely change female behavior because it's behavior. It's a repeated pattern. They're going to stay there. Until there's a motivation to change, it's going to keep happening that way. So, men understand this for women, which is why we don't really expect women to change, which is why a lot of women get dumped and have no explanation given to them. They're like, no, I can't deal with this. I'm done. And, you know, they're left wondering what happened to the guy. But so why do women have this idea that they can change a man?
I don't know. I mean, I guess he
I don't know. I
looks
don't
like
think I have
everything.
an idea.
He looks like everything you want him to be, and you're just his attitude's not quite there, and you just think, I guess, that you have this special power, you know, within sex or your love that you're gonna show him that it's just gonna change.
You know what your special power is with sex and women? Nothing. You're able to get him to orgasm. That's it. That's all he needs.
Wow.
That's all he's looking for. That. Really.
I mean, some sex is extremely special.
I don't
Yes.
think a girl can get a man to change,
No.
like can get a man to change, but I do think that a man is able to change. But
Yeah, on his
I
own.
don't think you'll be, you know, because of the girl. But I have seen guys definitely like, what the heck? I definitely seen guys change, and it might not have been for the girl, but you know,
Later.
like sometimes people realize things. People do change. Change is possible. So, but yeah.
Change is usually possible after a horrendous breakup.
And
How do
also stupid expectations can also mean like you expecting a guy to know what you are thinking or what you want them to do.
See, that section, if it wasn't 10 stupid things and it was just a regular, you know, chapter with, you know, no relation to the actual title of the book, it would be Women Are Delusional.
Oh my god. Right, but
They're
I
so
mean,
crazy.
are you saying on what I just said that
Yeah.
women expect men to know what they're thinking and it, you know, like let's say you have kids together, then you expect that the man's gonna wake up to you and fix the bottle.
Oh, yeah, the women try to use that to change men, too. We're going to
Right.
see that here.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, we're going to see that in a few minutes.
Okay, but that's another stupid expectation. If you want something done, especially by a man, you need to tell him.
Or do it yourself or
Or
something.
do it yourself.
Like,
But
just
after
get
a
over
while
it.
in a
Yeah, it even
relationship,
comes to
doing
sex,
it
ladies.
yourself.
What?
After a
All
while.
right, just a little quick interjection. Right below the middle of the screen there is the
Question.
new studio call-in line. And hopefully, if all goes well, anybody who calls in can remain anonymous. We're just going to answer the call live, and it'll ring straight into the network. So you guys won't see anybody, but you'll be able to hear and talk back to them. How does that sound?
That's awesome.
See if that works out today. We'll try it again next week for sure. We'll put it up early.
Yes.
That's great.
Breaking news, people. You heard it first.
Really? Did we need that?
Right. But you said
See,
something about
that was on the wrong end of that. It should have been at the beginning.
you said something about when I said expectations. You were like, when I said stupid expectations, when you want something done, make sure you tell a man, and you said something.
Or
right?
do it yourself.
Or do it yourself. But don't you feel like you'll get tired of just doing it yourself after a while? And
Well, then yeah.
and then you
that's
feel like
when
you're in a
you,
relationship
like,
by
get
yourself?
Over it, though, like I don't know, like I feel like, you know, if a man doesn't like do something, you're either with it or you could like you leave it, because it's either you're gonna end up having to put up with it regardless, unless like I said he decides to make that personal change, or you could just leave him. So it's like you either put up with it or you're out. Like there's no like, I don't know what to say. Like
Finally, some wise words from Miss Money.
Oh wow! So finally, wise words
Finally.
from me.
She said some great stuff in the
Wow.
past.
Thanks.
And that's your homie.
Yeah, like
She don't need her popper collar. She's been doing that. Don't worry about
no,
it.
he's talking about him, Mr. You hit it on the nail, huh? Finally, said
Finally.
something
Finally,
good.
yeah.
Anyway, so keep going.
So it's number. Do you have anything about stupid expectations? Anything else?
Women are delusional. That's
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So he knows I'm in a bad mood and like you're trying me today, but like you
Yes.
know I'm in a really bad
He
mood.
wants you
I don't
to
understand.
ram on
Just
about
today?
it. Ram
Like-
on, girl. He tries.
He
us
tries
every
me all
week.
the time, but you know what? I'm always
does
in
that
Like
with
she never
everybody.
tries
like
me.
a peaceful
That's-
April. When do I ever try you?
Let's move on.
When do I ever
He does
try
it to
you?
everybody. Because he thinks
Stupid conception,
Okay.
which we had just hit upon a few minutes ago, really briefly.
Having babies for no reason.
Using biology misguidedly as a jump start for love, personal growth, and commitment. Basically, women will get pregnant and then hope that changes, which we just discussed you can't do, changes the guy to commit to you because now you're the mother of his child.
Right.
And what's really sad is I wish DJ Change was here, but he's off on his great North American tour. I think he's up in. Is
Congratulations.
he still in New Jersey or is he
DJ
in New York
Change.
yet?
DJ Change.
Yeah.
He's in New York. He's there
in
right
New
He
York
needs
now?
to come back already.
Please
Well,
come
he's
back.
planning on seeing somebody.
TikTok.
He just he tweeted us an hour ago telling
Oh, yeah?
people about the show.
Tweet- oh.
Thank you.
See,
Thank
let's
you.
see.
Thank you,
Nah.
Change. Hopefully
Miss
you're watching.
Carmel.
Or listening.
Because we're about to use you as another example of how women can be delusional and how they can tell the biggest lies. The biggest.
It got silent
the
in here.
one big lie.
It's the doozy. It's the
The
king of
on-
all lies.
It's the only lie that we tell.
And that lie is
The only lie
Coming
that
from a
crazy
woman.
bitches tell, not women, crazy bitches.
There you go.
it's
Okay.
yours.
Who does that? Seriously.
Apparently, DJ
Lots of
Change's
people.
ex-girlfriend.
Everybody who goes on the Maury show.
Yeah, that's true. They exist. They exist. Lunatics,
I mean, you
bro.
know, and sometimes you might think it's that dude. It's like
By accident, you know.
Oh,
that's
oh,
completely
she was just
you accidentally
boning
had
somebody
sex
else
with somebody
and-
else without a
Who
condom in
knows,
the same
man?
month. I mean,
It happens.
if they're not in a relationship, look, it's okay if you're not in a relationship. No, it's not okay. It's never okay. But I'm just saying, scenario, if you're not in a relationship and you're having, well, don't, please use protection. I'm not even going to go there because it's not okay. I changed my mind about what I was going to say. Yes, it's absolutely stupid. Do not have
What, a
babies.
blowjob without a condom?
No, well.
Yeah, blowjobs without
I'm just
condoms.
saying,
It's not
like-
gonna get you pregnant.
I was about to chime in there,
No,
but that
it's
one,
not gonna get you pregnant.
that one
That's
knocked me back.
like-
I
No,
still say use a condom for blowjobs.
What? Oh,
If you don't-
oh
if you're
hell
not-
no!
If you're not with the dude, right? Then I mean, if you guys had HIV tests and all those type of tests that you need to have,
Yes.
and you're
Oh, I'm not saying don't go ahead and-
exclusively
But then
that
that
alone.
doesn't prevent-
If you're
it doesn't
exclusively in a
prevent any
relationship.
STD or anything like that. Anyways, I'm not saying I approve of
The
saying
condom
no
won't
condom,
prevent it.
but I'm saying condom ain't gonna prevent it.
It's 98%.
No, that's for pregnancy. It doesn't prevent STDs or anything like that. You still get an STD even with a condom. Like,
I need to read it.
That's true.
yeah,
That's
because it's
true.
around your whole like shit. Like, sorry.
Because
it's
you're
around
talking
No,
about
it's
herpes.
okay.
Because you can get herpes. Like,
Sex
anything though. Really,
is a messy business.
It is.
Like condom
Fluids are going to be exchanged.
It's sex is powerful.
I think people know that. Why do we always, goddamn it, talk
Yeah.
about sex?
Because sex is exciting.
sex is part of a relationship. No?
That's probably the biggest part of the relationship.
It
Unfortunately,
is.
it's the
Yeah,
focal
that is true,
point.
but I can't be with a guy
And if
who
we
has
can't
bad
talk
sex.
about it, if you can't talk
Well,
about it,
see,
then
there you
shouldn't
said
be
it right
doing
yourself,
it.
didn't you?
Yeah, because that would just like.
That
If
that's
it's not
It would
good.
just make it make him unattractive.
And
make
if you
me
can't
non-sexual
talk about
towards
it,
him,
then
yeah.
you shouldn't be doing it.
there you go.
So it's important. And if it's one person, we might get
I
through
can
to one
talk about
person
it.
to
I'm
use a
just saying
condom.
it's just all the goddamn time.
It
But
is
anyways.
every
Well,
show.
this is
Like,
it's
And
deception,
I'm gonna
stupid
talk about
conception.
it in another 10
Conception
minutes.
comes from copulation.
Okay, so next one.
Right.
What do you mean, so next one?
No, that one is still.
Do you want to get
have
your segment in
babies.
now that we're talking about sex?
Are we gonna leave the rest for the next show because it's some questions?
Who's got questions?
No, it's my question. It's questions that I found on Cosmopolitan.
Oh, okay.
So do you
All
wanna
right.
Go, do you want to?
No, let's burn through these. All right, stupid subjugation. Allowing you and your children to be held hostage by your own obsessive need for security and attachment. Women get into bad relationships, and then they stay in bad relationships because it's somewhat secure. They understand where they're at. They can see what's coming. So there's that kind of security. There's security and knowledge of knowing what's coming.
Right. And
However, they're on this emotional roller coaster with a guy who's treating them like absolute dog shit. And you stay with him. Why? Why? You got some nice guys in this very room. Mr. Nice Guy especially, who could be
nice guy.
everything for a woman that she wants. But you ladies will never look his way because he's Mr. Nice Guy and he's only the friend.
Well,
That, to
I
me,
think-
is stupid.
I think as women, I think honestly, because like for real, it's like with me too. Like there's plenty of good guys that come my way, but I turn down just because it's not what I want. Like
Why you gotta be
Because
stupid?
it's shallow. Because it's shallow expectations that us females have, and like a female like me, I want the best things in life. So if you're not the best thing,
Why is
then
that? Why
the
is that?
nice guy
Why
is the best thing, and that's
I
Why
bet
is that?
but I'm saying it's a mind track us females have that I think that it's like pre-programmed into us. We see all these guys on television. We see all these perfect ideas. We come up with our own ideas as to what we want a perfect man to be. Just like you men, you guys won't settle like you said, right? There's like, they're always going to be expecting more. You guys are always going to want more. So with us girls. So if we don't want you, like, then just, we don't want you. Like, I'm sure somebody else would come along, but I think us females sometimes can be just too shallow, and we just prefer an image, or like, some girls just rather like be unhappy, but it's what they want. Like, I don't know, like, it's weird. Like I'm sure, like, if a girl stays in like a really bad relationship and she calls it attachment or whatever, blah blah blah, I think it's just because it's just like what she wants. Like, I don't know. Like, do
What
you
he
know what I
looks
mean?
like.
Like something like that. Yeah, I believe there's something
Like
like
what he
to,
looks
yeah,
like.
that she could
It's
want.
the swag.
Yeah,
it's all
it
that
could be
type of
something
stuff.
like that. Yeah, it's just like.
But
this
I mean,
image.
I think the nice guy just needs to get a little bit more
yeah.
edgy. Like, you know, get some more swag about you. I know you could dress.
So
I've seen
everything's
you
based
dress.
on style.
So
lot
it's
of
just
women
got to be
use-
your mouth game. You got to
Your
get some of that more
game,
mouth
You gotta
game.
be more stern. You gotta be like, you know what I mean?
A
Like,
little louder.
not asshole to the
Little
fullest,
louder.
but asshole to a little like.
In other words, fellas.
Not asshole times 3, but
In other
asshole
words, what
times
you gotta
1.
do is-
Baby.
What the fellas have to do is, from what these ladies are saying, is you got to act stupid.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
You are terrible today. Like,
Right.
you're just bothering me like to the utmost right now.
To the utmost.
Boy, oh boy, it sounds to me like. Well, I'll tell you what. Actually, I think the girls are saying, and I'm going to interpret it from an older guy perspective.
Back to the old guy perspective.
love
Right.
From the other guy's perspective.
Because
Love it.
if I hear them right, they don't want to asshole times 3,
No.
but times 1 might be okay.
Times
Yeah.
Everybody loves a bad boy.
Yeah. Just
All
a
right,
little
here we're
bit.
back to the whole thing about
It's just like-
you need to have the swagger, you need to dress right, you need to be
Exactly.
enough of a player, but
Yes.
not too much.
Right.
Right? So here we
Exactly.
are back to the whole thing about women want the guy to know how to play the game and have the confidence, but yet still be an ass.
Still be a nice guy. No. But
No,
nice guy,
see,
be a
Well,
nice
guess
guy.
because the nice guy ain't going to
Here's-
score.
Be able
here's
to
something-
play the game, but be the nice
Here's
guy.
something that women need to
I
get
want a
undelusional
stern
about.
guy, not an
Here's something that
asshole,
women need to get
but- I feel
undelusional
like
about.
nice guys I could walk all over and have some fun.
Nice guys
Oh,
do
God.
have
No.
confidence, but they also want to be inspired by you ladies. The one thing that the assholes are going to do is they're going to see you and they're not going to give a shit about you from the get-go, which is why they're assholes in the first fucking place.
We never said we wanted assholes.
We said we want
You
you to be a
want
little
the
bit of
asshole.
We
an
want the guy
asshole.
who just, just be a little edgy.
Yeah,
have,
like-
have extreme confidence. Look, the older you get, you're
The
gonna want a
only
nice
dudes
guy.
that gonna-
so let
that
me
are gonna
stop.
do that, the only
older
dudes that are
you
gonna
get,
show confidence
the more
are
you
gonna
want
be
a
the
nice guy.
assholes. The only ones that are going to show confidence like that are the assholes.
Yeah,
assholes.
yeah.
But still, like.
So
no.
until you ladies can get
Oh, we
past
got a
that,
Facebook question.
you're gonna be
Exactly.
stuck with
like,
assholes.
Do
we have to, we're gonna be stuck. 'cause
From
it's not
saying
what we want.
honestly, these nice guys don't realize that when they approach women, after a while, they're actually bringing their emotional baggage.
Nice guys do have
That's
emotional
true.
baggage. They're always
That's
like,
true. Wow, who said
you know,
that?
already like
Sweet Miss
I
Virginia.
love you,
Sweet
like,
Miss
I'm-
Virginia.
Oh,
Sweet
hey,
Miss
sweet.
Virginia.
Yeah,
That
hi,
was a
sweet
sweet
miss.
comment. You're right. Yeah, a lot of you nice guys, like honestly, you guys just try a little bit too hard. Like you guys really try not to get rejected, but you guys are gonna get
Be
rejected because you're
caking,
going
like-
ham.
Miss-
like,
Mr. Right, what was that video when Miss Bespoken Reason said about what women need? That they saying that what, but they need they want the asshole because the asshole knows how to take charge.
What
Yeah.
show was it?
Well, no, it's all about confidence.
Yeah, it is.
It's all about
All about
confidence.
confidence.
It's a video
And there are
on
plenty of
YouTube
nice
saying
guys
about
out
that.
there
Spoken
that are
Reasons.
confident, but they're not going to sit there and they don't want to force themselves.
Yeah.
Like the asshole, they're trying to differentiate themselves
Yeah.
from the asshole.
It's kinda like a
they don't
mixture. You have to be
force
a
the
balance about it.
situation. And apparently, women want the situation to be forced.
That's true. I will agree
But
with
I
that.
mean, they're always talking about, how the last girl dogged them out. Like, we don't want to hear that. Just like guys don't want to hear, that from females.
I think
either.
every man says that at one point, saying how a girl did them.
just a nice guy isn't tough enough. End
Yeah.
of the story. Point. Period. Blank.
Right, they're too
Don't
emotional.
feel
Nice
like
guys
you
ain't
can
tough
handle
enough. That's
me
so
or
harsh.
anything
Too
about
emotional.
me.
They're
Like,
too
yeah,
emotional, like
like-
she said. Great comment. Thank you. Bring them
Yes.
on. Number 9? Oh, that was number 9?
No, that was number 8.
Okay.
Number 9.
Stupid.
Stupid helplessness. Being too scared and insecure to deal with your rage and turning it into wimpiness instead. This is basically how the women get stuck into the subjugation. They get wronged by a guy. They get wronged by that asshole. And instead of getting angry about it with proper anger and dealing with it properly, they make an excuse for the guy, which is why you end up seeing, like, sometimes in stories or sitcoms or whatever, you'll see a woman that'll just talk and excuse her husband's or her significant other's completely wrong behavior, his drunkenness, domestic violence. Oh, he's just been drinking, blah blah blah. Oh, it'll get better next time. And it's just, why can't you become properly angry and use that to your advantage?
Just speak
Don't
what you
be
need
helpless.
to say. Right. Say what you need to say.
You're going to continue to let that asshole walk all over you
Right.
if you continue to be helpless.
Or, I mean, he might not be walking all over you. He just doesn't know how you feel about the situation. You're not saying anything, so he feels like it's okay.
But if he's an asshole, is
And
he
he's
going to
not
care
gonna-
even if you tell him?
He might, but the thing is, he's not investigating the situation. That could be a problem too. So you just need
Maybe.
to let him know. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I have a problem with this. This needs to stop, or we need to rectify the
And
situation
like you
in
said,
some
men
other way.
don't change anyways. So yeah, some females are gonna walk around helpless because the situation is helpless.
I mean,
Are you
some
helpless?
men don't change.
No, I'm
but
fine. I'm not in.
If you
Then
I
leave.
show,
don't have anything.
Then
like,
leave that situation if that's the case.
Okay, but like I said, some girls just don't want to. I believe it's a choice that a girl makes with herself. Like, there's something in that guy that obviously she's strongly about. So, like, what? You can't help yourself. No one can help you. That's what it is. You can't help a man.
okay, so here she says, like, setting yourself up to be mad. Like, if you pretend that you're so into everything that he does, his friends, like, you know, his talents, everything that he does, and then for the next, 20 years, you have to continue to act that way, and he'll never try to figure out things you like, because you always say, these are things that I like what you do, I like what you do. So she's saying, you know, step up and say what you mean. Maybe the guy won't change, like you said, like some men don't change, but then you know then that this is an asshole, I need to leave, versus just hiding things inside and not saying anything at all, and him not being an asshole because he doesn't know the difference. You know what I'm saying? So you have to give them the option to let you know if they're an asshole or not. Like, let them know by saying, hey, I don't like this. Let's not do it all the time. Let's do it, you know, 48% of the time. And for the other 62,
40 for the other.
yeah, 48. And for other
My happiness
62,
is more
we do
important
what
than
I
yours.
want.
52. 52.
52.
The,
Sorry,
the,
52.
the math genius is here.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't even doing
But she
any
wasn't
math,
doing that.
okay?
But
I
the other
just
52,
hopped on the
we do
train,
what I like
man.
to do. So, I mean, but you have to give them the opportunity to be the asshole. I just had to clarify that we weren't necessarily talking about a female being helpless or lost, but yet to speak up and say what is, you know, bothering you about the situation. Don't, you know, leave everything in his hands, because then you won't be happy.
And
plus,
the
men
last
don't
one.
pay attention to none of that.
We don't pay attention to what?
Like shit like that.
They're not gonna try to investigate
You know
it.
what I mean? Yeah, like
Well,
they're not gonna try and investigate.
Like, if a
it.
girl's
that by me.
sad, like you guys are writing.
We're not mind readers.
Oh well, if she wants to tell me, she'll let me know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she'll
that's
let
fine.
me know.
I'm not saying I hate it about you guys. I'm just saying men just don't like.
I mean,
they
I
don't
kind
care
of wish
about
a
other
guy
things.
would say, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
You know, like, how do you feel about this situation? Instead of me always having to say, I don't like
That's
this
odd. I
situation.
kind of want that from a woman. Oh, hey, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. I never get that.
Yeah, I agree with
I'll
that.
give it to you. What's going on, Joe? How you doing, Mr. Ray?
Oh, he's
I'm doing
blushing.
better
He's
now.
Doing
blushing.
good?
I'm doing better now.
Very good.
Number 10, stupid forgiving.
Yes.
Not knowing when to break off a no-win relationship
Mm-hmm.
or how not to get involved with the asshole in the first place.
Everything's about this asshole. Who is this
Are
guy?
you so mad?
Who is this man?
Because I'm Mr. Friend Zone. I always get put in the friend zone because I'm a nice guy.
Oh my god! And seriously,
I think he's
if
ju-
you keep
oh,
moping
I
around
won't- I
and
won't say
you're
that.
I'm Mr. Nice Guy. I'm sucking a
That's-
Do you want me?
that's
Do you
the
want me to
emotional
Not
become?
getting any better.
That's
No,
your
no,
emotion.
no,
Yes, you
check
do.
this
You
out.
do have emotional
Check
baggage.
this out.
You do have emotional
Hold up.
baggage. I will agree with
So
that.
annoying. It's
Time
like
out.
overbearing. Like just
Time out.
relax.
Okay, time out.
Do you want me to become the asshole?
No, of course not. But you don't
I
need
mean,
to be
but
walking
you-
around here
you
all
are
the
an
time about
asshole
friends.
and-
Yeah, you are technically
You are
already an asshole.
technically an
You are an
Yeah,
asshole. I keep
yeah.
telling that all the time.
I'm becoming an asshole
You're
today.
not an asshole in dating. You're an asshole when it comes to talking about shit that, you know, you feel that you know about.
Because he's Mr. Right, so that's what makes him an
Exactly,
asshole.
That's annoying.
So
Nobody
be that
likes
way.
that.
I am Mr.
When
Right.
you're-
I am the GOAT.
See, and that's what makes, and that's why you're in the
Oh my
friend zone, because
God.
women don't like to hear that all the
Seriously,
time.
That's so annoying.
Thank
So,
you.
if they don't like hearing that all the
Now,
time.
here's why. Here's
At least
why.
an asshole
No,
does
Here's
that
why,
because
audience.
why?
No, let's
This is
Right.
why. No, hold up. This is why women don't want to hear what I got to say, because I will hold them
it's
accountable.
right.
I will hold them accountable.
It's right.
I'm not going to say that. Not yet.
You were going
Not
to.
yet.
You always said. Say it.
I will hold women accountable for their actions, what they say and what they do. And the problem is, the guys that are assholes that don't care, they won't. And the women know that. So they'll prefer the guy who will let them get away with whatever. Whereas someone like me, I'm not going to let you get away with that.
What? When? I never had an asshole like let me get away with.
But
whatever.
see, the only difference
Don't
is
put
that
your
Joe
ass,
listens,
like,
because
right
Joe
there,
will
like,
listen to every.
hello,
Mr. Right will
bitch.
listen to
Right,
everything you
we'll
say
call
and
you
justify what
first
you just said, and he'll analyze it that quick, and that offends women a lot because they don't think guys listen, but there's all
Yeah.
guys that do
That's
listen.
because
Look
yeah,
at
but
you.
you're not. Yeah,
You're
you're obviously
listening.
not one of them. If you.
Well, I know this
if
guy,
you-
so I know how he fits
He
up.
sees me in action. This happened last week.
Well, just to let y'all, just
I love
let,
that y'all want to talk about each other on air and everything. I'm gonna get you your own
Beautiful
show,
thing.
but we could do stupid forgiveness, or we could do the most positive and private sex questions that I found online.
For
Okay,
some
you
reason,
know
I
what?
don't want
Now
to do
we're
sex.
talking about sex
Oh,
then. Yes.
I don't even want to talk.
about sex.
Don't forgive the asshole, ladies.
Yeah,
Let's
don't
move
for-
on to sex.
Let's move on. Don't forget
Forgive
the asshole.
yourself.
All right. So, funny sex noises during sex. Now the
What
question
kind of
is:
funny sex noises?
sometimes when I'm having sex, my vagina gives off a noise like I'm
Like a
passing
queef.
gas.
Like a queef.
Oh, they call that a queef.
Queef.
Is that
was a
embarrassing? Is that embarrassing, and what causes it? The
I
person
think it's
with-
kind of funny.
Do you think it's?
I think it's
So do
embarrassing,
you laugh?
but if
I did.
you're a close
I have.
couple, then you could probably laugh about it. But
Why
it's
do you
still
think it's
embarrassing.
embarrassing?
Because it's still okay, first of all, I don't know about other females, but when I hear about queefing, I automatically think like, why are you queefing?
Because your vagina's wet
I know,
and
I
there's
understand
air.
that, but like that means that like your vagina
Air.
it has a little bit more
So
room than
much
penis
room.
space.
No,
so that's
it's
kind of
just-
like
No, it doesn't.
When he's coming out,
when he's
the
coming
air
out,
is
it goes
going in.
like you know what I mean.
But it doesn't.
When
he's coming
Miss V,
out,
look at
It
Miss V, look
air
at
goes in.
Right.
air
Penis
gets
goes
caught in the
in.
vagina.
Right.
That's what it says
Air
on
has
Facebook.
nowhere to
comment.
go, has to come
Air
back
gets
Yeah,
out.
caught.
but it's still like, oops, like.
Well, that's probably other
what
people think like
embarrassing?
that, though.
Yeah, what embarrassing thing does a guy have?
It's not embarrassing, guys. Just,
I
know,
think
it's
it's kind of
something that's
embarrassing. I think it's
natural.
funny,
It's
but-
air that's going into
Yeah.
the vagina and it's moist and
Let
it needs to
me
come
put it
out.
like this. It's a lot better than farting during a blowjob.
It is
Okay, yeah,
definitely
yeah,
better
wow.
than that. Don't do
Who the hell's
that.
ever done that?
Like, what
Like,
do you do? But
what?
great situation. What do you do? Does the person like say I need to go to the bathroom for a second? Because I don't even know if I
Or
want to
like squeeze
continue
your
after
cheeks.
that.
Like that's like awkward. Like
But
that.
squeeze your cheeks won't
But
you
how
know
can you
who's
squeeze
doing
your cheeks?
that?
I mean, you
Don't you know
have to hide
somebody's
your
squeezing-
I don't have a
orgasm. You're all
penis,
relaxed.
so
It just
I
comes
wouldn't
out.
know.
Saying
like,
when you
you know
need
what I
to, you know,
Yeah.
and you squeeze your cheeks. I mean, you don't think like that's feelable? I think that's way more disgusting than queefing.
What farting?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's 10 times more disgusting.
All
Because
right.
the smell's involved too.
Yes, definitely.
Sometimes it smells
especially when you're down there. It's
sometimes
like
it-
farting in your face. But okay, wait. Let's not go, please. It's disgusting.
That's
All right,
like-
the second question is anal sex safe? And we talked about this a couple weeks ago. Yes, it is safe. Just lubrication, condoms,
penetrate
and
too
wash.
hard, yeah.
Take your time doing it and
'Cause
wash
you could bust
after before you put your
What about-
penis back in the vagina.
Well,
You
not
can't
only that, but
move
what about
from
washing
vagina to asshole.
washing it before you
From
put your
ass to
penis in it?
vagina.
Of course,
Oh,
us
well,
females
that's
should
you
know
douche.
better.
I mean, I don't. It's not douching, but it's the other thing.
I don't know what it's
That
called.
you put the water in your ass and you hold it for a while and then you let
Oh,
it
the enema.
enema. Yeah,
Okay.
you can do an enema, but yes, don't put from from asshole to vagina. Don't do that. Wash, use condoms, all those type of great things.
Ugh.
So that was question number 2. Question number 3 is there a secret to being awesome at oral sex? I'm not sure if
No
I'm doing
teeth.
it well, and I'm not about to discuss my technique with my friends.
No
I think
teeth,
I think it's
no
great to
teeth.
discuss your technique with friends. I don't think anything. Well, we're doing it live, but I don't think it's anything wrong.
I think you should talk to your friends about it. That's like
Absol-
a really good discussion. Girls can get
It
into
is.
pointers because
Yeah.
you never know. Your homegirl might be like the best head giver in her opinion, and then
Well, in
pass
her
along
And
opinion.
she's
his.
not because she's using her teeth. I call it the rake.
So
Okay.
as she this
Well,
and the
yeah, no
and the
teeth.
magazine says the same thing. It's great to share. And there's really I don't know. You gotta. I think you should ask a guy how it feels.
That's true. Yeah,
and I
you
think
should be
men
like, what do you
should
want?
be honest about the situation. If she's sucking too hard, let her know. You know, 'cause
It's not
they
a
don't-
straw. That's painful.
Yeah, they say that's painful. So it's just kind of like
Who the hell sucks a dick like.
a small, like a yeah, like
I
a
mean, I'm not gonna.
like
it's
an open-
television, so it's weird.
like an open mouth suck. Not like a closed tight mouth like.
I have no.
Because when you start
But
closing
that's
the
so
mouth, you
confusing
start
to
bringing
me,
the
but
teeth.
you wanna
And the
have
teeth are bad.
you wanna do anal sex and you like tight positions, but you don't want tightness around your mouth. Like I don't understand that. But okay, so
That's true.
kneeling between his legs and gripping his shaft firmly is a good way to do it.
Gripping
Then taking
his
him
shaft.
then taking him in your mouth and sliding your mouth and hands up and down his penis in tandem. Periodically gazing up at him or moaning with pleasure. So, and I think like humming's good too. Men like humming, right? Or
Men
like,
like humming.
Man,
Yeah.
what?
they like
Man,
humming,
Gurgling.
Gurgling?
gurgling too, right?
I wouldn't gurgle.
Deep
that's-
throats,
like,
deep.
deep throats where you're kind of spitting all over and everything. Okay,
together, dude.
so that was a good.
And your
little-
mouth has to be big enough for a deep throat too. Because I
Not
had
to
that-
spit, but not
You
too
don't
Woman's
have
much.
to
mouth
have a
wasn't
big
big
mouth.
enough,
She
and
just has
all
to
I
have
got
a
was
retractable
her
throat.
back 4 teeth into the head of my penis, and it hurt like a son of a bitch.
All right, great oral sex.
It hurt bad. I was
Thanks
like,
for the discussion.
advice.
"Fuck, are you cutting my dick?"
So the next question is, I'm horny when I have my period. Is it cool to have sex or is it totally gross?
Yeah, what do you guys think? I want to know,
I wanna
you
know
guys.
what you guys
yeah.
think before I tell them too.
Yeah.
If you've been with her, I guess, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
But I'm extremely horny on my period too.
It is true. Us females are horny on our
Yeah. I mean, do you think it's old guy perspective? Do you think
Uh-oh.
It's gross to have.
You're gonna
you've
bring
done
me
missed-
into
you've
this.
done missed a whole bunch.
Before
Here
you
we-
get
no, I've been
married-
listening. I've been listening.
Before you got married,
Yes.
did you think it was disgusting to have sex with a female on her period? Because I know now you're married.
You know, disgusting. No, not preferable.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
but it has been my experience that they are more put out by that than the guy is. They are more reluctant, but there's just sometimes you got to have it,
Yeah.
and then you overlook it.
Right.
And I think we talked about the shower earlier in another show. You know,
Right. Oh yeah. Doing
Yeah,
the
You know?
shower, that's a good
I
way
mean,
to
just
do it.
don't look. Just have your eyes closed. 'Cause you wouldn't want to look down and be like, what the
it's been my experience. Most women close their eyes when I have sex with them anyway. So no, I'm kidding. All right, we're really close here. You guys got a
Yeah.
final topic there?
No, well, I'll end on that one. I think maybe just like have him be on top so that it's not flowing as
towels?
much.
Towels.
Towels
Don't
are
do it
Wow.
on
important.
You know, be smart about it.
We're
Yes.
gonna do your drive-by.
No, we're not. We don't have enough
Yeah,
time.
we could do the rest of
We
these
can do it.
another
That's
time.
fine.
Okay,
I'll
well,
let you-
how men, I'm talking about relationship-wise, friendship-wise, anything in life-wise, or a lot of men I've been encountering lately have swear, like, on everything. Everything is a woman's fault, and they're always right. Us women can't drive, apparently. We can't hold anything right, think right, speak right, do
Wow.
anything. We can't work. We can't talk. We apparently can't even listen sometimes.
Right.
You know,
That's
I'm just
correct.
trying. I just want to understand.
So what are we
who
here
the hell
for?
gave men the title of being the smartest fucking human beings on earth?
Oh, right.
Because last time I checked, actually, in the polls, we're actually smarter
Smarter.
educational wise than actually you fuckers. So I just don't understand.
I was gonna say
like,
Mr. Right
what's
gave you
been
that
up
knowledge.
men's asses lately to where they think they just run the world.
Wow, I like that.
They just
Women.
run the
Great
world.
topic.
They just
Women have
run
been
the
up our
world.
asses.
Women have
Okay,
been up
so you
our
guys
asses.
get mad.
That was a
They
nice
get
little.
mad.
So she said, "Who the fuck do you guys think you are, thinking that you are molding the world when we really run it?"
Oh no,
Not
because
even
we
that
do.
we really want it. It's not even about
Because
who
we do.
runs what. It's that guys seriously think that, you know what I mean? Like, there's 10 times better than, like,
Because we see airheaded klutzes, crash cars. What else was on your list?
no, okay.
Speaking, listening.
You're right on the money, Miss
Every
Money.
day.
You gotta agree right there. People agreeing with you.
Airheaded
I'm not
ditches.
letting you. I'm not.
Not
no.
listen to us.
There you
Crash
go.
cars all over the
Okay,
place.
Uh-huh. Are you
What
done?
else? What else is on
you
your
guys
list?
sound like nagging dogs sometimes. Like, seriously, like.
Oh.
Oh, can't take your own medicine.
Yeah, I can't take my own
Can't
medicine.
take
You
your
guys
own
have
medicine.
Bro, us females do everything for
Oh,
the
the
men
birth
race.
control
We
pill?
cook, we clean, we bury you children. Like, we are highly underappreciated. Like, so
Ooh.
please don't sit here and try and say us women are this and that, because you guys are a whole lot worse the majority of the time, okay? Yeah, you
I don't
guys can
think
drive
so.
a
On
fucking
point with
car.
this one.
Whippity doo doo, you guys can drive a car good. Ooh. Ooh, like
On
what?
point.
What else? Oh, you guys can pick
All right,
up, like,
beyond the
100
car,
pounds.
which
Like,
keep
ooh,
going.
ooh, like,
What
there's
else?
Everything
tons,
she
there's tons.
said,
You're
it's so
annoying me.
true.
See, this right now, this is why men annoy me. See, with this little arrogance coming around, like, it's just, you're right, I'm shooting, but
She
I'm
is,
done,
she's
I'm
feeling
done,
it.
I'm done.
Right. I love
I'm
that.
done, no,
That was
I'm
great.
done, because
That
now
was
I'm
a great
I'm
What
just
else?
mad,
What is
and
it?
we're
You
on
know,
television
we
right
know
now.
everything. You said
Because
that.
you guys
said
do.
it.
Do you
Oh,
not?
we do.
Do you not know
She
everything,
ran-
Mr. Right?
You weren't
Do you
listening.
not?
I don't know everything.
Exactly.
You
You
weren't
were
I don't know
listening.
everything, but I'm
But I
right
just
about
made
what
up-
I do know.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh,
Well, that's
Jesus.
nice. That's nice.
Well, we thank
That's
you guys for
always good.
tuning in. I do want to talk about stupid forgiving, not forgiving.
Yeah, I
Just
do.
really quick when we come on the next show. I think we're doing 10 stupid things marriages.
10 stupid things
Couples.
couples do to mess up their relationships. But next week, I have to get in contact with Julia from our stimulus package. We're going to have a sex episode, and it's going to be about their
Featuring,
book.
oh my,
It's going to
our
because I read their books.
StimulusPackage.com. Check
but,
it out.
But something happened with Kat, and
Yeah.
so I've got to find out if
If they're still on.
if they're going to be able to do that next week. So
We'll check with her.
sometime soon. Yeah, we'll check with her. If not, it's 10 stupid things couples do to mess up their relationships. So until then, that's the terrible truth.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Don't forget, I am Mr. Right.
Yeah.
one more time, live from Ybor, the IPNstudios.com and TerribleTruthShow.com. We will see you next Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you check us out. Have a good week, everybody.
Bye.